Monarch Caterpillar Julistan is the topic of our Diary of a Cat Mom podcast episode today. Diary of a Cat Mom. Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing great. The weather is beautiful here, so perfect for a little monarch butterfly child to come to this world. And I saw this morning that Julistan, that's how I named him, transformed from his little cocoon. And it's so interesting. I never had monarch butterfly cocoons before. Normally I have the long-wing zebra or the Florida version of the monarch, which looks similar, but absolutely not the same, which have more like a beige cocoon, which they break through. So this one, very interesting, had a green one, like poison green one. And then it became transparent this morning. And then just half an hour ago, I saw him hanging on his little cocoon and drying his wings. I wanted to share his story because I think it's so important from a perspective that, yeah, we want to create life quality for all kitties, but in reality, we really want to create life quality for all living beings and for all animals. The story about Julistan is that I only have one milkweed plant because I wanted to start butterfly garden for monarchs. I already had one for the long-winged zebra and for the Florida version of the monarch, but I just didn't have the time. So I got one plant and I always saw one caterpillar on it. Only one, never more. 2 weeks ago, I saw again one caterpillar hanging on this milkweed. And I thought, oh, wow, now I have again one, and he was really a big one. So I was excited to see him growing every day. But then we got a cold front here, and I was really concerned about that he would be outside in the cold weather. So I brought the plant into the garage so he would be safe during the nighttime and not freezing and dying in this way. And then in the daytime, we still had warm weather. And then one day I couldn't find him on the plant. He's gone, and perhaps he started to transform, but I found him on the bottom. So I thought, okay, I don't have a butterfly house, but I really want to do my best, like for all the pollinators in the world, like the birds and the butterflies and the bats, that they help us to make sure that the ecosystem is stable and balanced. So what I did is I let him hang himself on the passion flower wine I had outside. And after it was at the point where I felt comfortable that he would have enough stability because the freezing temperatures came again overnight, I cutted the wine on both sides long enough that I could take it and stick it with a tape on the top of the bedroom ceiling. So, and that's where he was hanging for 2 weeks now. And after I think a day or two, he created this beautiful, beautiful green cocoon. And I will share pictures. And then this morning, I saw that the cocoon became transparent. And I already could see, like an embryo. And I could see little Julistan, the monarch butterfly, already color-wise and the wings and everything in it. And then an hour later, he came out. And now he's hanging there and drying his wings and pumping fluid in his wings. And today is a beautiful day. And the next 2 days will be beautiful. So I went ahead last weekend and got butterfly feeding plants for the monarchs, one of our local garden centers. And no pesticides, of course. And so they are waiting for him outside. So I cannot wait. I'm so excited that he will be ready to fly and explore this world. And really my takeaway from all that is it's worth putting a little bit of effort in to help a living being making it if they perhaps not able to do it on their own. And if you see like they're struggling, or if you know, because you have the data, if you know that what's coming, they will have a hard time or perhaps not possible to make it. And for me, it was interesting because lately I'm really working on trusting my faith that everything happens for a reason and trusting that God will do what's best for us. So as I went to the garden center, another garden center, the first one, and asked them, as Julistan still was outside, a caterpillar and still eating, asked them if they had more hosting plans for him so he could be on them and eat a little bit more before he starts going up, hanging, and then transforming himself to a cocoon. But she said to me, it's winter time now, and they shouldn't be there. There shouldn't be any monarch caterpillars. So it's nice that you care, but he has no chance. He won't make it with the cold temperatures and everything. And if there's no food for him to eat as a caterpillar, so then he won't make it. And it really shocked me in the moment she said it. And I know it's nature, right? So it's nature. And if it's not supposed to happen, then it won't. But on the other side, we living beings, there are so many things now where 100 years ago, we didn't have the ability to use that to help somebody struggling from a life perspective. Where 100 years ago, there was just no option, and then they had to pass. But now we have the option, so we do that. So why not doing it for the animals too and help them to make it a little bit better, a little bit easier, but not easy from perspective. They don't have to go through it like the little butterflies. They have to go through a process to have wings strong enough, because if they don't have wings strong enough, then they cannot make it outside. Long story short, I was just too excited to share that little monarch caterpillar Julistan made it during the colder times, and now he's ready to go outside and fly and start his little life. So stay with me and enjoy my daily stories and diaries of a cat mom, and subscribe so that you don't miss one. Thank you so much. Bye. Diary of a Cat Mom.